Slim Princess Engine 18 is an oil-fired, 3-foot gauge, steam-powered locomotive built by Baldwin in Philadelphia in 1911. She is the only fully operational narrow-gauge locomotive in the Eastern California region. Engine 18 operated first as NCO Engine 12. In 1928, Southern Pacific renumbered NCO Engine 12 as SP Engine 18 when she was transferred to the Keeler branch, here in the Owens Valley. By 1943, the narrow-gauge Keeler branch was reduced to only 71 miles, from the Keeler Station southeast of Lone Pine to the Laws Station northeast of Bishop. By 1960, the economy of the Owens Valley had transformed from agriculture and mining to the export of water and hydroelectric power. The final train ran the length of the Owens Valley on April 29, 1960, thus ending the last common carrier narrow-gauge railroad of the Far West. Showcased in Independence, California since 1955, Southern Pacific Engine 18 was completely restored by Carson and Colorado Railway volunteers between 2010 and 2016.
Old man came into my auto parts store, Lone Pine, getting off at the store in the morning. See those fittings there on top? Called a button head greasing fitting, like Caterpillar came in with that and threw it on the counter. They need a tool to grease that's I've lived around all my life. Yeah. Told me it's off that locomotive. That's looking pretty sad, you know. So in 2001, we fired the locomotive up in his office just for 50 pounds, both whistle kind of.
Yeah.
We did that. This all of that happening there. So Randy Babcock, who's way out back there somewhere, him and I were sitting around the park one day after doing some of this stuff. He said, why don't we see if this thing will run? He goes, okay. So he wrote us up a nice proposal. We went to the county with it, and they already knew what we were. And said, okay, you guys, and they gave us a 15-year lease on it. So anyway, we started wholeheartedly tearing it apart because that's what has to happen. Everything came off. Everything was there at the time. Miller towing Lone Pine, grabbed the tender and brought it up here. Fine. We cleaned everything we could off of the locomotive. This is the cab. It's south with my sister-in-law. This is the tender deck, which the water tank and the oil tank were both on. We completely rebuilt it. This actually, we started this project in the park. We finished in the park as well, but just no tent, no nothing. Halfway through, then we decided the tent would be nice. Yeah, but it was heated in the summer and cooled in the winter. It was still heated in the summer, cooled in the winter, but at least it wasn't raining. So anyway, the front, just the lids off of this. Anyway, clean all the tubes out. These are out of the boiler tubes. We removed all the asbestos early on in the project. We found a spot in the boiler shell, which is right here. The pattern that was thinner than UT tested. Familiar with it? That's the boiler. Wow. Anyway, that was thinner. So we found a piece of steel up in Texas and made the same compound. Had it rolled to the correct curvature. And it's still in the backyard there. We got more if we ever need it. Cut it out, welded it back in. He's got a boiler cert, so he knew what he was doing. We started jacking it up because the wheels had to come out from under it. And ultimately ended up about that much higher in the air. And we had the wheels pulled out. I hauled those, my friends up to Washington, up to the Mount Rainier Railroad, and had them. They replaced one axle and they turned the journals. They did the profile on the wheels. Everything we do done with the wheels was done up there. So we started reassembly about 14. This is the interior of the boiler. That is the dry pipe we're talking about. And this is with the tubes all out. So we're doing a little work on the inside. This one valve here, slide valve, wore a little crooked, so it had a lip in it. So he comes up with a little planer out of Ely, and we mounted a DeWalt grinder to it. It all set up just perfect. Ford made the fixture, and Marty and Scott here spent about 2 days grinding that thing when they would have to be hand black. And that. But 14, we started putting it back together. The wheels were back at that point. We were able to, it rolled so well that there's about 5 or 6 of us, a couple inside, going into the tent again.
Wow.
About 15, we were putting her back together to such a point that she's putting brick in there.
Yeah.
This is just doing some work on the outside there. This is the boiler jacketing and installation for it.
Wow. It's fun to work on a big guy. God.
16, we fired it up in the park with crack right outside.
Wow.
Right outside of it there. And ran it back and forth with a little crowd out there. We didn't get a lot of fanfare. You never know what's going to happen. Everything you do.
Right.
Yeah, it's just Travis. He's here somewhere anyway. He was under the locomotive with a beer after he done. Yep. The frosty elixir, we call it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that project went on. 17, we had it restored and brought it up here and built this building there.
Build it around.
This building was. So anyway, we built the building with the county funds, the county building funds, the use of them, friends of the museum, and what was left over with our little group here. So this thing has been to Durango two times. They ran on their truck for 2 Sundays. It's been to the Wild Railroad Museum twice, ran up there. It's also been up to Nevada, Carson City, ran up there. So the event that we had 4th of July.